There we go. We're getting the audio input now. Hello and welcome to Community Day with Run Diffusion. This is Revolved here. We've got some really awesome stuff planned today. There we go. We've got AnimateDiff, which is going to be a revolutionary game changer for creating short little videos that are really fun. Just a great little extension for Automatic and custom node for Comfy. And we're also going to be looking at AudioCraft, which is an incredible web UI for creating audio using Meta's audio models. So yeah, let's get things going here. Welcome to folks in the Discord. Thanks for joining. We do Community Day every Thursday, and we record them, post them on YouTube. So to start off, I figured we'd start with AnimateDiff. I will open up the GitHub here. So this is the AnimateDiff repository. Basically, it's just making these little GIF videos. But what's really neat about it is these videos are done using stable diffusion models. So you can use all your favorite models to make wild little video clips. It's tons of fun, and there's different techniques you can do to extend those, make them interesting. So we'll be trying it out and see what we can make today. I was playing around with it yesterday, had a lot of fun getting prepped for it. We'll do Comfy as well. So to start with AnimateDiff, it is just an extension down here. So in order to use it, you just need to click Enable AnimateDiff. For settings, it's recommended to just start keeping this number of frames at 16 and frames per second at 8. There are different models that we've loaded up. We loaded up all the most recent one. A few just came out 2-3 days ago. So you'll see them all here. They have slightly different variations on the video. And they'll react differently to this frames and frames per second. So this is the amount that is generally trained on 16 frames, 8 frames per second. So the idea here is we're going to create a prompt like normal, but we will then add in AnimateDiff and make it create a GIF out of it. So we're going to start with something like Epic Ninja Woman. We can't use SDXL, so this is 1.5 only. So TuneU is one of the recommended ones. So let's see. We're going to add in some modifiers here to the prompt. Alter detail, character design illustration, dynamic composition, and yeah, let's add some background kind of stuff. Futuristic metropolis background, electric purple highlights, rich gold accents. Now, we could use a negative, you have to hit refresh here to see the textual inversion. We could use some of these negative embeddings. These are just little like groups of prompts basically that you can stick into your negative prompts area. Yeah, maybe we'll just do the bad artist negative prompt and try that out. Okay, so going back here. So you want to keep it on 512 by 512 as it is a 1.5 model. So it needs to be that. And it's recommended just to do like 25 steps and maybe config scale 7.5. You can use different samplers here for different effects. The one I saw that was recommended is DDIM. So we're going to leave this all the same, and let's hit generate and see what we get. Fingers crossed every time when it's live. Okay, so we can see here that it's making all the different frames. It is very tiny. Sorry about that. There we go. So you can see all the different frames here, and they look pretty similar, but let's see what we get once it's done. Here we go. So there's our first animate diff. You can see her hair is moving slightly in the wind. She's sort of moving a little bit. Let's maybe lower this config scale and try again. Yeah, tons of fun, and it's just so easy. It's just super, super easy. Now, motion cues, yes, you could add more like video-esque things. The Stable Diffusion model itself may not understand those motion cues. So I'm not sure if the AnimateDiff model will pick that up or not, but we could. So maybe that is it. Maybe it's just her hair is flowing right now. Let's try. Okay, so Epic Ninja Woman jumping. And yes, you can do this with any checkpoint model. Not all of them work fantastically, of course, but some of them do. So let's see what we got here. We somehow got two ninjas in this one. See how it turns out. Nice. No jumping, though. Running. Try that again. Let's take out these accents. The background didn't work either. Front-facing profile view, dynamic composition. Let's just take all these out and just make it a little simpler and see what we get. Now, what I did notice with some models is you get like a lot of flickering. And I think that's just due to like the model producing more variation in its imagery when it's generating images. We'll try some different models and see what we get. Let's try this more simple prompt first. See if it makes a difference. There you go. Very cool. So let's try a different one. Let's try Rev Animated, an old 1.5 classic. We'll load that up here. Okay. Now we're getting the running. Are her legs moving? That is the question. Or is she just going to be standing on one leg? Here we go. Okay, slow-mo. The fire's cool. Look at that fire. That's awesome. Let's try another one. So this is what happens when you get flickering. You see the different colors in the tiles. They're kind of getting out, but you can see the darker and lighter mix. So this should be a little more flickery. We will see though. You can try adding maybe more lighting oriented prompts. I mean, the flashing's kind of cool. She's moving pretty slow here, but it works. Golden hour, classic photography prompt there. Time at sunset, just before sunset. Whoa! She doesn't look like her leg's doing that well. Let's try this prompt here. Just got to take this out. Let's make it hero. Ultra high res. See what we get. Got a whole bunch of different prompt stuff in there. See if we get anything interesting. How is it looking? Well, it's so far away. It's focusing more on the background, I think. Stealth navigation, parkour. All right, let's take all this stuff out. Take out ultra high res. Try that again. No, I don't think it understands motion prompts very well. So you want to prompt it similar to how you would prompt just a normal generation, and then let the rest of it magic take place with the AnimateDiff model itself. We haven't tried any other AnimateDiff models, so let's do that after we look at this prompt, which I don't even see a ninja in it. Okay. Oh, it's like a video game? That's kind of funny. All right. So let's do a different prompt. Let's do like a car. See how that does. Let's take out dynamic lighting, bad artists, and let's switch to crystal clear. This is the older version. They have some good car training in there. I'm just going to raise the clip skip a bit. So if you don't know, clip skip helps when you have like a more detailed prompt. It sort of allows the stable diffusion model to just focus on the concepts rather than all the details. So, in this case, it's going to just focus more on the cars than all the extra stuff. It'll still try to do the extra stuff, but it kind of just raises the level up the tree, up the hierarchy to focus more on the top level concepts. So like if we had, a purple Maserati, it would focus more on the fact that it's a car rather than a purple Maserati. It might be like even a purple car, but it's going to get rid of like a little bit of the extra details there. All right, this one doesn't look like it worked at all. Let's see. Maybe it's like distant. Oh, cool. Very interesting. Top-down view. Let's take some of this stuff out. Yeah. Again, just focus on the top level, and then do rally car. Something like that. Okay, maybe we'll get there. This is more along the lines of what I was looking for. Just a single car. Nice. All right, let's try a different one here. So we're gonna use these. Let's just start at like the first model because it's actually is pretty dynamic, pretty good. Let's check it out. All right, got some cars here. Now this is going to be a pretty wild one. You can already see it's going to be moving a lot more. You've got more variation in these images here. Let's see what we get. The end of it in particular. Oh yeah. So that feels more like an image to image type thing, right? So not what we want. Maserati sports car. Purple sunset mountain road. We'll just leave it at that. And we'll try crystal clear 2. I will load a VAE. We loaded a bunch of new VAEs in here. I'm going to do this one. I do like this one. It's pretty simple. Came out with Stable Diffusion a long time ago, shortly after, but it works quite well. More pink Maserati than purple, I'd say. This looks like a good animation, right? It's like coming closer. This looks pretty solid. Let's see how this looks. Oh yeah! Now we're talking. All right, awesome. Little flickery, you could deflicker it a bit, but we're getting good motion, good movement. That's kind of what we want. So that is one thing. I think some of these will move more than others. So for example, if we try 15 V2, let's see how that does. And again, it could just be related to the seed. If we wanted to get exact, I could use the same seed and then check out the variations in the models, as it would have the same like random start. Here you can see already this one's not going to be moving as much, right? It's going to be like in place. Maybe it won't be moving at all. So maybe we try just 15 next. Okay, the wheels move. And it's barely inching. Looks like he's going to burn some rubber there, burning out his tires. And then here is 15. Okay. Looks like it's moving a little bit more. You can see it's it gets closer. But yeah, these are, I think it sits somewhere in between, just generating a normal image and doing like a full video. So this one's got a little bit of watermarking on it. That was an issue with some of the models. This is the older model. The newer ones are these 3. So we'll try that. Yeah, so there's solutions like Runway Gen 2, Pika Labs, and those are doing more just raw video generation. For the open source one, we have zero scope, right? So this sort of sits just behind those. It doesn't do that much in regards to length, but there are some tricks you can do to extend that. There's a free app that I recommend called Flow Frames. If you have a GPU, you can use this to interpolate your videos, and it will take a short video and add frames to it. So you can get some quite smooth images. Pretty wild. I like the turning, but clearly it doesn't understand the road quite well. But yeah, this is awesome. I find it works best with like people and like the effects are great. Fireworks, fire, waves, like all those things show up really well. Maybe we try like fireworks and just see what we get, because that kind of stuff is easier to prompt with AnimateDiff. So yeah, you can use this to extend, use interpolation to extend things. I'll show you kind of one I did the other day. This one is a cyclist, apparently, not a ninja warrior. Oh, because I'm on crystal clear still. So this is a situation where I might want to switch models again, just to like clear the RAM. just going to clear the RAM a bit and go back to the temporal diff and try that out. Give it a go. Okay, so when I say clear the RAM, I just mean like, you know, sometimes you just got to change the model, switch things up. I had an interpolated video example the other day. It was pretty good. Give it a second. Let's see if I can find it. The other thing is you could use these images as like a source for like a deformed video. So the way you would do that is there's this one site called EasyGifs. Here's some examples that I had from yesterday when I was doing more traditional stuff that you see with AnimateDiff, using two new, right? The anime waifu stuff, pretty cool. Now this one I really liked. I just liked the like shoulder motion was kind of interesting, and the character looked kind of interesting. I liked how the clothes were consistent. Like a lot of times the clothes might change around or what have you. So I was like, okay, that one's kind of cool. So I took it to EasyGif, and then if you go to the video to GIF here, you can see that there's a GIF to MP4. So you can load that up in here, convert it to a video, and then do all kinds of stuff, right? There's a whole bunch of GIF controls in here, and the file itself shows up as a GIF when you save it. If we go here, that's kind of neat. You know, it goes in the images, auto, and then if you scroll down, oops, a little bit higher, there's this AnimateDiff section, right? And then you have all the GIFs that I've made. Kind of fun stuff. So, yeah, you can turn it into a video. Now, where did I put that one? Okay, I gotta open up my search thing. All right. So this is an interpolated video. So you can see how the like movement is much more consistent and flows well, and then the background's kind of shifting and morphing, but it's more consistent. So it makes for a more lifelike video in a sense. Still, you know, it's lower res. I did upscale it a bit, but you get the idea. You can do a lot with these if you want. Okay, so let's stop there for automatic for now. Shut that down. We are going to do some AudioCraft as well. So let me spin that up. I'm going to go to the server manager here. I'm sorry, this one, multiple session, launch another session. Go down to AudioCraft Plus. And it actually worked pretty well on a medium. And why is it not letting me launch? It's odd. I have never seen that before. I was just using it yesterday. Man, I wanted to show you guys AudioCraft Plus. That is weird. All right, well, I'm going to inquire with the dev what's going on. But in the meantime, we can look at Comfy and get that going. Okay. So first thing is we want to drag and drop the workflow. Close that. So if we go to the Discord announcement, we go, announcements, and then we load up this Comfy UI AnimateDiff. So then we just scroll down to this. And you can just save this, or if you want, just drag and drop. There we go. Okay, so first thing is just double check your models are correct. So we'll come down here, we'll do dark sushi mix. We'll make sure that the VAE is correct. And then everything else should be good. 512 by 512. Here's our AnimateDiff model. Loading on SD14. Let's try this temporal diff one. There's our prompt. And let's it go. So you'll notice there's a few more options for this. You can really do AnimateDiff, but it tends to have a different flavor, I'd say, than the automatic one. Some people prefer it. There's also, of course, in here you could continue this workflow and do other things with it. One thing that might be interesting is you have the MTB nodes that we loaded up before. So there's a lot of interpolation. There's different things you can do with those GIFs and create other GIFs. So you could do quite a lot just with GIFs using those custom nodes. But yeah, if you're not familiar with Comfy UI, I did another video last week where I kind of go through the basics of creating a text-to-image workflow for SDXL, and I definitely recommend it. Here, we got our AnimateDiff. Give it a second to make the video, and there we go. So notice it's just like a lot cleaner, right? This is what I was using to make the GIFs the other day. You've got this like slightly moving thing, so you might prefer using Comfy. I wonder if we just change this a little bit, and then we can get, maybe try something a little bit different. All right, let's take this out and go NinjaWare. I don't know why I'm on the ninjas today. I just am. Instead of falling petals, let's do fireworks. All right, let's give it a go. It'll go through and prompt it again. And let's see what we get. So yeah, Comfy is node-based, so it's very flexible at workflows, doing different things. Here's the image. Cool. She's pulling a plum off the tree or something. Neat. Let's try taking, plum blossoms, gotcha. Let's try changing the model to something different. Let's do Protogen. It's a more realistic one than anime one. See how it goes. Yeah, so node-based gives you a lot more flexibility. It also lets you build workflows where you can just like press one button and it does everything for you. Versus automatic, you might have to jump from tab to tab to do things. So that's the advantage. The downside is you have to build these things, and it can be frustrating to build in a node-based editor if you just want to kind of work things through. Oh my goodness, what is going on here? This looks hilarious. Whoa! No clue what's going on with that lady. Okay, maybe not that model. All right then. Let's try Ghost Mix. That was spooky. No fireworks there. Now when you ask, does Comfy render better than Automatic 11.11? Um, that is up for debate. Now, originally, before Automatic 1.6, people said yes, and I would have tended to agree with them. But it all depends on how you build your workflow. So, because Automatic had a fixed workflow, the devs had to develop it themselves and build it in. And Comfy users had the advantage because they were able to essentially create their own workflows, test things out, have it more flexible. And so they were able to iterate through the design process faster and find things that Automatic, you had to wait for the automatic update to show the better workflow. So it's not like one of them creates better images than the other. Again, this is like art. Your preference is a part of this. So you wouldn't say necessarily. They're still putting out extensions, updates, and yeah, it's great. Super, super solid. So I'm going to close this preview window. Well, actually, we'll leave it up for now. Okay, so let's try another one here. Different model. I gotta say, I do not like this giant, scrolling through this giant list. Not too happy about that. Let's try another tune you, and let's do one guy, wizard, purple robe, lightning spell, fearsome. Am I misspelling fearsome? Intimidating. There we go. Sorry, it's still early for me. Intimidating, expression, blue orb, blue crystal orb. You gotta have a crystal orb if you're gonna have an orb. Let's see how that goes. And I will do highly detailed digital illustration 4K. Try something a little bit different. We did our anime, we did our realistic, we got our cars. Let's get a wizard in there because everyone likes wizards. I'm determined. See if there's any update on the old AudioCraft. Not yet. Okay, so I'm going to pop in the chat something I made yesterday with it, and we'll have to stay tuned. It's a brand new platform, so it'll take a bit. Ooh, this one looks interesting. The orb is the world. They're plotting to dominate the world. Yeah, so I really like the motion a little bit better in the Comfy UI version, I think. This is also a really good model for it. There's some different beta schedules here. I have no idea what they do. But we can try some different ones here. Ba, ba, ba. Let's see. Dreamlabs oil. I like this one. Let's see how it goes. I don't know how it'll do for animation. It's more like an oil painting model. And this is not a guy. Oh, a Wixard. Text is so small I made a Wixard. Okay. Old wizard. Good old Wixard. Go, go, go. I did try the interpolation workflow in Comfy, and it looks like there's some more custom nodes that we needed to be loaded. So custom node loading is something we have on our roadmap. At first, we just kind of wanted to get things going, and we've been loading in custom nodes as people have been requesting them. So if you do have one that you want, let us know. We can load it in. And otherwise, if you're just patient, we'll eventually do it. You know, persistent extensions, something we also want to do. Ooh, okay, our boy here looking like he's made of stone, though. Pretty cool, pretty cool. I feel like these things would like fit in a game, like, you know, little gifs like this. Pretty cool. It'd be hard to make a movie out of these, but the interpolated workflow looks really promising. So we'll try to get that up relatively soon, so you can give it a go. Okay. Thou shalt not pass. Excellent. I think we need to try a different model, though. Just have that feeling. Let's do deliberate. All right. Cool. Any questions about AnimateDiff? Anything I can help you guys with? Guys, gals, others? Okay. Whoa, this guy's like brother, cousin it. The face, like it's got all the hair in front of it. Crazy. That doesn't look very intimidating, though. Let's just take that out. Take this out. Let's see, male wizard. Different one. Comic synth? I don't know. Nice thing is revisiting all these 1.5 models that I haven't tried for a bit to see like how they work with AnimateDiff. Because yeah, it's a fantastic tool, and there are like lots of interesting uses for it. I think people definitely want like longer. Uh-oh. This one doesn't look like it worked at all. What on earth? Okay, maybe some models are not that great. Try comic diffusion. Yeah, I think that there's a lot of use cases for it, but they're like, it's interesting to see people just building the tools because it's fun. I love that. Like making this stuff is fun. Making little GIFs like this, it's great. You don't necessarily, need like a tool that's like ready for making a Hollywood movie. Oh, that one looks awful. I think these comic ones are like pretty old, so maybe that's part of the issue. They're just not working well with it. Let's try like Eldrith's Lucid Mix. But yeah, I predict there's going to be a lot of video stuff going on next year. Been thinking about that lately, like how these tools are going to evolve. One thing that's really interesting about AnimateDiff is it's using these stable diffusion models. And the interesting thing about stable diffusion is it's got some properties to it that were not programmed in. So, for example, view history. No. Oh, so I closed that window. So actually, need that back. There we go. So you just click this little thing on top to get it back. And there we go. Our wizard's doing some stuff. I like these little side magic spell bolts. That's pretty cool. Like his face is obviously trash, but he is casting a spell. You gotta like that. It's cool. Maybe we do close up. Uh-oh. YouTube chat. What did I miss? What did I miss? What are they saying over there? God, too many windows. All right, live streaming. Ah, you're asking about is DaVinci the only deflicker? There is an open source deflicker. Someone was making it. Um, so you will find that on Reddit, I believe. First time I knew First time I knew you were streaming, for some reason I had memorized as an AI faceless channel. Well, I had a face today, but it wasn't working with the live streaming on YouTube, unfortunately. So I didn't get to have my green goblin outfit. You'll see that a little bit later after the interview video comes out that I'm doing today. Um, yeah, Comfy UI is great for the drag and drop workflows, definitely. Oh, good question. Does this work with LoRa's? So yes, it should. I know it works with embeddings, but you'd have to redo this. If we did it in automatic, you can use LoRa's. What I've found is some LoRa's will actually um, reduce the movement dynamic movement piece of AnimateDiff because they're like applying this trained element to the image. So I had to like weight them lower. I will also say in automatic 1111, when you're doing AnimateDiff, you can use ControlNet. So ControlNet and LoRa's in automatic 1111 both work. Try them out. Embeddings work too. But again, they're all unpredictable elements that you're bringing into it. It is good to just like have the very basic stuff. Use what a model is used to, right? So what is this model good at doing? Probably not Wizards with Lightning. You know, it's probably good at doing what? Anime, girls, steampunk, anime, one girl, um, Renaissance, painting by Raphael and Andy Warhol. All right, I had to throw in that last bit with Andy Warhol. Sorry, the artist in me wants to see what would happen if Raphael and Andy Warhol were hanging out and drinking, working on a painting together. But let's give it a go. Grimaldi, you can just click on another channel and hang up, disconnect quietly. If you you wandered in, just imagining you like the pizza community day GIF where he wanders in with the pizza and everything's on fire. Yep, just wander on out. Ooh, she's got a creepy hand friend. Not that great of a prompt. Not that great. Maybe take out the artist bits. Take this, put it here. And yeah, we can just maybe throw in a few little things here. See what we get. You know. You know the stuff. Whimsical charm. Definitely need that. Just throw in the cruft. Oh, I don't want to do school uniform. Come on. Anime. Should we put in cybergoth? I love that this is always doing cybergoth. All right. Let's try that. Q. Do I have any more YouTube chats? We followed the QR code evolution. Yeah, I mean, one of our community members, Pixel Pirate, was in the chat yesterday showing how they actually made animated QR codes. So I don't know if they were using AnimateDiff or what, but they did animated QR codes. Very cool. We have the QR code ControlNet in our automatic instance. So just feel free to jump on in, try that out. And if you have any other control nets that work with QR codes that you want, I know there's a bunch out there. Give it a go. Yeah, Pika Labs is a very cool tool. Not open source. We can't load it on our platform, but it's pretty neat what you can create with it. Same with Runway. I mean, this is amazing tech. We are working with open source. Um, we bring what the community is making, and we're very very grateful that this stuff is available. We want to make this like we want to get these tools into the hands of people, right? That's our goal. So so yeah, it's been a lot of fun as watching these tools come out. Like every day, there's a new insane tool. It's just great. Um, and I'm yeah, just really looking forward to the future of this stuff. What I was going to say is they looked in the Stable Diffusion model and found that it actually has a 3D representation of the scene that it's making, and no one trained that in. No one said, "Hey, let's build a 3D representation of the scene into Stable Diffusion." They were just looking at pixels. So that's an emergent property. Well, she's really expressive with the hands there. It's an emergent property of the Stable Diffusion model is that aspect of this 3D element. And I think that's what's really enabling tools like AnimateDiff to really shine. Like, these tools are awesome, and it's the things like these emergent properties that really allow this stuff to happen. So I just think this stuff's going to get better and better. I don't know if we're going to get like 1-2 minute movies out of our uh, whoa, what happened? It's still loading. I just didn't like that model. Does not like the model. Huh? Yeah. Okay. There you go. Yeah, I'm not sure if we'll get 2-minute movies out of this stuff, but the tech's going to continue to develop, and we'll figure it out. Um, Deep Thought, we can talk about it after the Discord on the Dream Booth thing. I know I'm walking you through one step at a time, so happy to do so. Just let's do it there because I don't want to derail this too much, and going into a whole Dream Booth training will take a bit. Roger, always interested to hear more about what you guys are finding on your side with the 3D representation thing. So looking forward to talking to you. RVC, not sure I remember that one. You'll have to remind me. Tell me about it. Ooh, okay, this one looks a bit better. What do we got here? Okay, she looks a bit nervous with the hand gestures there. I'm going to say she looks kind of Italian, but I don't want to be called out and canceled for this. American Italian. I don't know if that makes it better or worse. Maybe she's doing sign language. I don't know. Okay, there's a lot of possibilities here for what she could be doing. Um, let's see. Maybe we do mystical dragon realm, and instead of fashionable outfit, she has a elegant robe and a crown of jewels. Let's go. Show me what you got, gal. All right. Bark, GUI's possibility. Again, just put these in feature requests. We'll take a look at them, see what we can do, if we can add it, if we cannot. All right, here we go. Whoa. Okay, so she's got like a crazy dragon tail going on. Not quite what I wanted, but mystical crystal realm. All right, let's try that. Give it a go. All right. Got those spells on the side again. Pretty cool. Looks like she's kind of walking. Yeah. Dancing on water, walking on water. anyways, that's one of the more interesting ones, I feel like. Okay. Yeah, how we doing here? Any questions? How people feeling about this? You gonna use AnimateDiff? Go out there and make some crazy stuff? Oh, well, if you hang around, I'm told we should be able to do AudioCraft now. I'm just gonna give it a refresh. Whoop. Multiple. Launch another session. AudioCraft Plus. Yeah, let's go. All right. The one awkward thing is I won't be able to play the sound for you in Discord. Uh, YouTube will hear it, but Discord won't. So I'll play it and post it in chat. That works. And we'll make a little song here. Cause yeah, some pretty cool stuff with this. We'll take a look. I got some time here, I believe. Yep. I want to show you all the new stuff we've got before I lose my voice. Great to see everyone. Recognize some faces out there. Hello, Rox, Christian, Drain, Kane, Digital High. Yeah, welcome all. Thanks for joining me. If you have suggestions for like a better time for this, or you want to do more events, different events, see different things, just let me know. Hit me up with suggestions for Community Day, what you want to see. I'd love to bring community members up here, talk through some different things, do some live interviews, some live stuff, some diffusing. And we've got some pretty cool ideas for where we want to take this, but it's about you guys. So, we're going to be bringing you new things, but we also want to hear from you, hear what you're working on, and learn more about how you use Run Diffusion and what kind of art you make. So definitely, if you have suggestions, you want to come up here, show what you've been working on, let us know. All right, let's give it a second to boot up. In the meantime, let's take a look at a dragon. I am literally just going to do the worst 1.5 prompt. Just a dragon and see what we get. Also this, maybe we put it up a little bit. Maybe we do like 5 and like lower that. Can play with this, change this to DDIM, try some different things out. There is an image to image animate diff thing. Oh my gosh, it's the butt. What is this? Oh, creepy. Ah, it's in my dreams. Okay, get out of there. Tank firing, nighttime explosions, urban ruins, something like that. Get some sci-fi stuff going. Dun, 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 dun. Let's see what we got. Kind of curious how this one goes. Oh, well, it's interesting, but it's not a tank. Give it another go. Gotta love the unpredictable. It's definitely fun. Discord chat in there. Yeah, let's get the Discord shared in the YouTube. And just so you know, although we are a cloud service, we welcome anyone. If you make stuff locally, cool. We want to see it. We're just here for, people making awesome AI art. That's what we like. That's what we want to support. Um, I don't want to go too deep into the image to image workflow. So this workflow is pretty simple, text to image, same with the automatic one we looked at. And the image to image is definitely like more unpredictable. So for now, we'll just leave it at that. If you want to jump into it, feel free, give it a go. I did get some stuff working, kinda, but it just takes a little bit work. And I just want to show you this. Maybe we can look at it another time. There is also like different workflows for here. We're going to get more custom nodes added for it. So stay tuned. Oh, wow. This brings up a really good point. Okay, so this down here, notice that it has a fixed seed. So if we do the same generation, we need to randomize it so we get a different image in this comfy workflow. And we can try to maybe change it up a little bit if we want. Let's see what this looks like first. And then maybe we just try something else while we're waiting for this to load. It says it's taking a little longer. Might still be getting the cobwebs off. This is one we just launched yesterday. So yeah, I made some cool stuff yesterday. I think I was going to post that video in the Discord chat. Here we go. Here we go. So there's the tune I made yesterday. Did the same thing. All right, try again. Different seed. Yes. Cool. Didn't quite look like a tank. Sometimes slow boots happen. Could just be, waiting for a GPU. We generally have good capacity, so it's could just be related to that, but sometimes it just takes a bit. If this does happen, just restart, try again, wait for it to fail out. We get a log of it, we note it. We can change it. We're always improving that stuff. Interesting. It's funny because it's like it understands the concept, but it doesn't know that the cannon is shooting. Like it hasn't, it can't verb very well. Stable Diffusion cannot verb well. I don't know if you've noticed this. Here we go. Give it another go. We're waiting for our AudioCraft to pop up. Oh, hey, surprise guest.
What's up? Hold on. Why doesn't my... Oh, there it goes. Can you hear me?
Yes, loud and clear.
Perfect. Good. We got a failed boot on the AudioCraft. So I saw an alert come through. This is a demonstration of our error handling inside Run Diffusion. All the developers get notified when somebody has a failed boot so we can take care of it right away. Yeah, you're in good hands. Something's going on, so we got to troubleshoot that. We just launched this last night. So I got to figure out what's going on. That will not, yeah, that will not boot. So let me play with this. So just maybe stall and do something else while I troubleshoot this for you, okay?
Oh yeah, no problem. It's funny. I just mentioned that when a boot fails, get notified, and then boom, you pop up right as that happens.
There it
So
is.
yeah, this one looks a little bit better. Like I like the tank. It's cool. Its cannon is not firing, but there's like cool fire effects and stuff. It's pretty interesting. Let's try to get a longer one. I know I mentioned that you want to keep it kind of the same, but I think if we do like 24 here, we might get a longer one. We can give it a go. There's some good questions from Roger there. Um, yeah, we've got where is the team based? Um, yeah, so US based. I'm on the West Coast, and the guys are in Central, like Mountain Time. The servers, we were pretty open about using different providers. So our servers are East Coast, but yeah, this is kind of what happens when you generate a longer frame. You just sort of get this. Not ideal. So let's put this down to 20 and try it again. You can also change this frame rate, but let's just give this a go. Yeah, so the GPU stuff, like it's something we're always looking for new providers. We're looking for better providers. We're looking for less expensive providers so we can get you guys the best rates. But it also comes down to what's going to work with what we do, because what we do is like very specific. And so we need, you know, not just NA GPUs. But yeah, availability is key to us. We want to make sure that you always have good GPUs available, and they're really in high demand right now. Okay, seems like it just wants 16. So this is why you don't get longer ones. I think this is something that they may work on, and again, this extension is being actively developed, so there's some cool stuff that will come along in the near future from them, I'm sure. They actually reached out to us and said, hey, can you get these comfy nodes up, which is awesome. We love working with developers, especially when they're working on cool tech like this. So maybe they have some time someday. We can get them on. That would be fun. Ooh, the tank did not meet a good end here. I think it's time to change prompt because it looks like it exploded. All right. Well, it might be we just wrap up for now on the AnimateDiff piece, and we can come back for AudioCraft. I'll do another stream, and we can do some audio crafting because it's a ton of fun. Looking forward to showing that one off as well. But I think this is a good place to stop. We got like a good overview on AnimateDiff, and yeah, it was a good session. Any other questions or anything? I'm gonna stop the recording here. So thanks everyone for tuning in. If you're on YouTube, if you're in the Discord, I always appreciate it. Send over your suggestions if you got them. Happy to hear them. And yeah, happy to fuse.